Persons in this newscast are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our other social media platforms.
Are we ready?
Oh yeah, we ready, boys. How you guys doing? Woo! We ready to go on this one right now.
All major podcasting platforms.
Oh yeah, welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Biker Radio. Today I got some funny stuff for you going on here at the station. Especially this first story that we are going to be doing. Yes, it is funny as hell. We're going to tell you 15 motorcycle clubs and how you can join them. Yes, we got it directly from the experts at cars.com. Then we're going to go into a dispute with a biker church. Yes, there's a dispute. But anyway, how you guys liking the show? We got some good ones coming up once a week. We're going to get more in depth over on motorcyclemadhouse.com. It's going to be a blast over there with guest Habib. Yes, Habib's going to be over there. We're going to have some fun. We're going to start doing some different things over on that station. Don't forget, over on Instagram and Pinterest as well as Facebook, go ahead and subscribe. But let's go have some fun, shall we? Let's make sure you know how to join one of these 15 motorcycle clubs. Okay, here we go. We got the 15 most notorious motorcycle clubs and how to join them by hotcars.com.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Well, I'm sorry. Damn, man. I'm just going out there giving you the news. That's what I'm doing. By Dominic Marnelletti. Dude, I ain't the best at pronouncing names. I'll be the first one to freaking tell you out there. It's funny, you know, in the comment section over on our YouTube platform. Hey, you know, this is how you say it, or you're not saying it. No shit, man. You try saying some of these dumb names, especially the ones that come overseas, man. It's like, damn, I know you have your own culture, but come on, get some right names for me. Anyway, now, hotcars.com goes on to say, when you think of motorcycle clubs, the one thing that comes to your mind over anything else are images of black leather jackets and classic bikes. Let me stop you there. I don't think of it that way. I really don't. Do you guys? Already he's losing me. Or her, whatever she is, or he is. You know, nowadays you can't, there's more than just two sexes out there. You guys know that, you know, that PC cancel culture stuff. Anyway, the ideal of a motorcycle club is especially interesting if you're a fan of these two-wheeled vehicles, both powerful and beautiful, as we're sure you are. Okay, yeah, you know, motorcycles look good, but I wouldn't go that way, man. Stop stroking us, okay? I know you want people to read your article, but you're stroking the beef too bad. But just as soon as one thinks of the epic motorcycles on which these men and women ride, so do they think of the reputation that follows individuals along the way. The men and women who dedicate their lives to these motorcycle clubs are sometimes as interesting as the bikes themselves. Man, let us get dramatic. Wait till you see number 13. You guys are going to wig out like I did. I just got off the phone with him, and you'll see in a minute, man. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe they put us in there. 15. This one's up north, the Bacchus. Now that's one of these. They're gonna come back and say you didn't say it right. Well, what the hell? What can I tell you, man? This is from Canada. It was founded in 72. They started out in New Brunswick, Canada. Appropriately named is the Roman version of the name Dionysus, who was a Greek god of wine and protector of those who lived an unconventional life. In order to be a part of the club, members needed to ride a Harley-Davidson exclusively. An easy enough rule to follow, we imagine. Well, you know, with the prices of Harley-Davidson up in Canada, man, have you guys looked at the prices that Canada, Australia, Europe pay for Harley-Davidson? It's no wonder a lot of the clubs, they, ride on Hondas, Kawasaki's, Suzuki's, which, recently are better bikes. I know I'm going to get a bunch of boos out there for that one, but, my backup bike, I got a Boulevard for my fat boy, and I love the Boulevard. It's a C90. It has some power. It's got some muscle behind it. And it's the first fuel-injected bike that I ever had. Holy cow, give me a hand. I finally got into the modern age. I still won't put one of them damn radios on my bike, though. Anyway, 14 on the list is the Tramps out of Victoria. The Tramps are perhaps a little lesser-known biker club to many of you. Well, thank you for telling us that. And you know what? You actually got me because, I haven't heard of them. But at the same time, they're big enough to be hired by the Hells Angels to handle some of their workload. It was reported by TheAge.com that the Tramps are considered to be the puppets of the larger biker squad. They are based in Victoria, Texas. We imagine that allegiance to the Hells Angels would be a prerequisite to join the club. Before we get on to number 13, and it is Black Sabbath, and you got the Black Dragon right there, all in his glory. But anyway, it's funny when they call these other clubs puppet clubs. It really is, because a lot of the support clubs are a lot bigger, and it has a lot meaner guys in it, let me tell you. But it is funny when they call it the puppet clubs. That's just degrading, and, I know a lot of these support clubs, especially the official ones, 1% clubs, they will get down more than a freaking the 1%er club will. Anyway, Black Sabbath is on the list. There he is, BD, with his national president insignia. I bet BD's going to have an issue with hotcars.com. No, this club has nothing to do with the epic metal band of the same name, and it's unclear if these men and women name themselves after the band. Boy, do they not have history here, BD. Don't have history. That said, they're known enough to make the list. Apparently, these members don't have specific motorcycle they need to ride to be let in, which I think that's pretty cool, man. A motorcycle club letting you ride what you want. It's two wheels. That's the way it works. I always put it in the aspect of, okay, you're in a bar, and you got your guys in there and it's about to pop off. I always say, is it going to be that Harley Davidson in the parking lot that comes over with a pool cue to get your butt out of a jam? Or is it going to be that guy riding, right next to you, that's going to help you? And hey, if he's down, who cares what he's riding? If he's riding a Suzuki, Honda, whatever you want to say, he's going to be there for you. Let's see here. Even sports bikes, rock and roll. Actually, Black Dragon was involved with the movie Biker Boys, and I actually did a op-ed on one, because a lot of people ask me, what do you think, motorcycle clubs, real deal? And I have to say, it closely resembles what was in that movie, the brotherhood, the racing, the partying, not a lot of politics. Yeah, everything's going to have politics, but, that's just my point of view. Anyway, 12 on the list is Brother Speed. Founded in 1969 in Boise, this club was formed by high school friends who just like to ride their motorbikes together. Although it started out innocently enough, things got serious real quickly. Willingness to ride will get you accepted here, and following instruction from the higher ranks will definitely get you up the club ladder. You know what? I'm so freaking happy that we're going to a freaking, expert on the
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
My God, man, just out of nowhere with these people. I'm just giving them a story. Anyway, Hells Angels is number 11 on the list. Not even in the top 10. As perhaps the most notorious motorcycle club in the world, well, why you got them in 11 then? I don't get it. There have been numerous films, books, and TV shows centered around the Hells Angels. Movie stars, as I call them. Still, not everyone is familiar with the rules for acceptance in this club to be a part of the Hells Angels. Now listen up for all those that want to be a part of the Hells Angels. Listen, these are the experts. You must never have applied to work in law enforcement. Well, there goes 99.9% of the clubs. You also must have a motorcycle that is up and above 750 cc's and have numerous other qualities and quotes that the members of the club value. We imagine you'll only find out what those qualities are once you ask to join. And by the way, you know, I have gotten those freaking questions. How do you join an MC? How do I join this, that? For one, we are Biker News. We're not out there giving, motorcycle club protocol crap. You guys can take your little asses over to those other channels if you want to know about motorcycle club protocol. We are Biker News. If you want to join, go ask a club member, will you? Anyway, number 10, the Blue Angels. And these are out of England. Hey, Dibber in the wind, man. You got to let me know in the comment section what you think of this one. Even though they have the word angel in their name, they sure aren't as infamous as the aforementioned Biker Squad. But they do have reputation of their own to uphold. The Blue Angels Motorcycle Club was formed in 1963 in Scotland. Yes, that's where my ancestry goes back on one side, all the way back to Naples, Italy on the other one. The rules to join are similar to the rules of many other clubs, so we can probably stop here, if you ask me. But, I know you're in a bitch. What are the other lists? Okay, we'll keep going. Such as having to follow the 1% frame of mind that's common in many of these groups. If you're not familiar with the 1% rule, it's based on the preposition that 99% of motorcycle owners abide by the rules, and you have to be the rebellious 1%. That said, the most notorious motorcycle clubs are considered 1% clubs. You're notorious, BD, man. I think you might want to address that one, buddy. At number 9, the Banditos. The Banditos' home base, now there's home bases, of course, is in Texas. They're right up there with the Hells Angels in terms of a worldwide scope. They aren't as large or prominent, but many would argue that they're getting there. To join this group, potential members must go through a pretty difficult hazing period. This ain't college, man. This ain't a fraternity, you dummy. Also, they must treat the vest and or uniform like something of sacred value. Whoa, they got Chosen Few on there. Chosen Few, you guys rock, man. I really like these guys. They're awesome guys, man. The biker club originated in '59. What sets this MC apart, though, is the fact that it's open to anyone regardless of their cultural background. And a lot of motorcycle clubs are going this way, and I think it's a damn good thing, man, because, I always use the example of the military. If you're in a foxhole, I don't really think you care what the guy next to you is black, white, Hispanic, green, yellow. Yeah, they're there to have your back, and that's kind of a premise of what Chosen Few is. It gave many other ethnicities the opportunity to join a biker club. Chosen Few are based out of the South Central California, and even have chapters as far as the Philippines. An open mind seems to be the key with this group, as their ideals differ considerably from other clubs. This guy, writing this article just must have the in with all these clubs. Let me tell you, he's such an expert. Way to go, Mr. Wizard, giving us all this education. Number 17 on the list is the Diablos. The Diablos may have the scariest name of the bunch. Oh my God, scary, please. Anyway, but at the same time, they definitely gone with the times, as they have a YouTube channel now. Ho ho! I guess that makes you coming into the modern ages having a YouTube channel. Their involvement in social media, however, doesn't mean they've stayed away from trouble. The ideals of the club are nestled strongly in the 1% lifestyle. Loyalty here is very important should someone want to join. Grim Reapers. This is one biker club that actually gives back to the community. Oh, I guess the other ones don't, Mr. Wizard. They were founded in 1967 in Alberta, Canada. They are actually partake in many charity organizations, as many biker clubs do. Well, thanks for clearing that up, Mr. Wizard. Believe it or not, despite their lifestyle, they can often be seen at community events. Grim Reapers have actually merged with the Hells Angels in 97. There was a ceremony and everything, and I bet you were there, right? Because you got so much information to give us. 5. Highwayman. A picture with worth 1,000 words. There we go. That's the picture. If you are on motorcyclemadhouse.com, go over to the YouTube and see this episode live with the video, and you can see all the pictures this Mr. Wizard's talking about. If ever there was one, history, loyalty to the cause, and even a sense of determination, these are the things that come to mind when looking at this piece of history. By the way, we're going to be talking about if you want to be in a movie as a biker, we're going to tell you how that's coming up next. So keep tuned. We're going to tell you if you want to be in a movie as a biker extra, we're going to tell you. Based out of Detroit and founded in 54, they sure have a local history worth looking into. If you're interested in this club, one must be ready to attend all meetings as they are mandatory. Loyalty is the key as well. Mongols. They are growing considerably in scope. They're based out of Southern Cal and have influence and chapters spreading all over the world. And very much like the first rule of Fight Club, my God, where did you come up with that? Members have to know how to keep secrets and not talk about club business. I think that would apply to all clubs. Just me, but I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm going to the experts at hotcars.com. If you don't, and by the way, man, I'm giving you guys some freaking publicity here. You might want to, cut back, give back. Give me a little taste, get my beak wet. If you can do that and, of course, have a sick hog, then you can join and learn the ropes. Sick hog. Iron Horsemen, we're on the top 3 right now, are drawn nearer on the leather steeds they ride. These famous lyrics by James Hetfield of Metallica, featured in the song The Four Horsemen, are the first to come to mind when we think of this MC. Actually, no, it don't. They don't come to my mind. As a bike enthusiast himself, we wonder if it was Chopper's Hetfield thought about when he was writing that lyric. No, he's probably bombed out on an acid trip, getting himself a little sucky from some Asian that came to his mind. I don't know. But these horsemen were and are totally different. They were founded in the mid-'60s, and a willingness to do whatever asked is what's necessary to join them. Again, this guy must have contacts within the club to know this. They have a lyric of their own which serves as their credo. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If it weren't for the Iron Horsemen, the highways would rust. Yeah, I don't know. That was taken by somebody, they take that by somebody other club. I don't know. Number 2 on the list, the Outlaws. All the way back to 1935. Yes, they are the oldest club in the world. As far as the 1% thing, you got other clubs out there that are a lot older, but this is mainly the 1% stuff. They are only nationwide in the States. What? They're worldwide, you dingbat. But their president is quite powerful. Now, you see, right there tells you this dude don't know nothing. Nope, not an expert anymore. In this club, a deep hatred of the Hells Angels is necessary to join. Furthermore, you can never have been a former angel. And finally, you can only ride motorcycles that were made in the States. Dude is watching too much TV. And number 1 on the list is Rock Machine. Based out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, this group is relatively young. They formed in '86, but their influence is quite strongly felt in Canada. They have made the news a considerable bunch of times, and not necessarily for winning bake sales. Ouch. I'd be pissed if that, whatever. As of 2007, though, all they want to be known as are motorcycle enthusiasts, so if you want to join, bring a cool bike. Alrighty then. Outlaws, Iron Horsemen, Mongols, Highwaymen, and a lot more is on this list if you want to join the 15th of the most notorious motorcycle clubs. Just go to hotcars.com and Mr. Wizard over there will tell you. Anyway, I want to get to this one real quick. Bikers are needed for movie being filmed in Mobile in Fairhope. Let's listen in.
District. City officials say the approval could come as soon as the next council meeting, but already casting directors are moving forward to fill hundreds of paid spots.
This one you can pay $125 per day, so you have to have full availability for the whole.
All right, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, WKRG, I'm going to pause that because it was like, whatever, it just cut out on my ass. It's about the upcoming movie that could be filmed on the Eastern Shore. So far, the city of Fairhope has not approved the production, which is proposed to be the film in downtown Fairhope. To apply, here's how you apply to be in it. You're going to get $125 a day if they bring their motorcycle. mapextras@gmail.com. Send a close-up snapshot, full-length snapshot, name, height, clothing size, cell numbers, and city of residence. This one by Biker Dad, CBS 42. Finally, Tech T Broken Chains Biker Church takes property spat before City Council. Taunton, oh my God, have we had some stories out of there? A spat between a Unique Assemblies of God Church and its Bay Street community meal neighbor has spilled over into public view during the past month. Letters submitted to the council in January attest to the simmering discord that exists between the leadership of the Broken Chains Biker Church and the Taunton area community table. Now, I think that is the coolest thing in the world, man, having an actual biker church, okay? For those that believe in the old man upstairs like myself, I would rather go to a biker church than one of these other ones because you walk in there, they got all, you know what? They're hypocrites, every one of them, I'm telling you. They look at you like you're some trash or something like that, but when you walk into a biker church, hey, you're welcome. Anyway, according to the church pastor, Tom Flathead Idings, now that's a pastor I would want right there. His next door tenant at 370 Bay Street has been less than neighborly by sending a letter to the council accusing his Christ-orientated biker-style church of having infringed on the property. They consistently use Tac T's driveway and parking lot without the right-of-way or easement, and they have complete disregard for their own property and for their own and our property. What a dick. Their yards look like a junkyard. Oh! And there are a number of unrelated people living in the former rectory. Oh my God. Idlin says he played by the rules and tried to be a good neighbor since he, his wife, and their followers and associates established a presence a year and a half ago. The single Bay Street entrance to the side-by-side property is no more than 10 or 11 feet wide. Church visitors now park in front of the Broken Chains Biker Church on a dirt surface, which Idling said had once been a green grass planted by church members. The grass was torn out, he said, in anticipation of installing a parking lot. He says the church has also submitted plans to the city to install its own Bay Street driveway. You know, see these neighbors, man, whatever. Wait a second here. The letter also states that we have no idea of their sex offender status or people attending the Narcotics Anonymous meeting. You know what's a church, you assholes? And I don't think that they'll have sex offenders over there. That's just your way of being dicks. Really is, man. I hate people like that. But this is cool. If you guys are over on motorcyclemadhouse.com, come over here and look at this freaking car, man. Way to go, Broken Chains. I'm telling you. And that is your news for today. What do you guys think about how you can join the 15 most notorious motorcycle clubs out there? Aren't they a bunch of wizards over on hotcars.com with an article like that? And it's funny, I do have another one coming out, 15 things you need to know, exact same magazine, about the Banditos motorcycle clubs. These guys are just on a roll with all their information they are given. On a serious note, though, a lot of people have asked, what's going on with Hollywood? Well, this has to do with some of my coverage, I guess, of motorcycle clubs. They don't like how I present it. And I say, too bad. I'm not trying to be a dick. But we are biker news. If you don't want to be in the news, then don't be in the news. But to go after us, especially with that one incident that's been going on in Washington, and how I worded it, maybe you need to go back and look at the segment. Yeah, I feel for the family. 4 of them got gunned down. You heard the 911 call, and I guess that's certain. You know what? I think it's supporters. I don't think it's actual club members, because I'd hear from them. That they don't understand is that's being human. You wouldn't want it to happen to your family. I don't care if it was a club or another, a gang, whatever. You wouldn't want it to happen to your family. And if it helps, bring their family to, get them some justice, I'd be proud to do it. So that's the way it is. That's my stand. This is biker news. This ain't MC protocol. This ain't jerking a motorcycle club's pecker. It is biker news. You guys got to remember that. We present the news as it is, and it's not all cookies and ice creams out in the club world. It ain't. We're trying to mix up the news a little bit with, like we did today, with the funny stuff with the 15 most notorious clubs and how to join them, and other news going around in the biker community, like how to join that movie club thing if you wanted to get into a movie. So we are really, yes, we're going to present what's in the news, but we're trying to, get all different angles in it. So we're working on it, but again, for those that are worried about Hollywood, don't worry about Hollywood. Hollywood is doing what he's supposed to be doing, okay? We are an entertainment show. We are a biker news show, and that's the way I look at it. So with that, don't you guys forget to get over on motorcyclemadhouse.com. Take us with you on your ride wherever you're going. Also, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, we're all over the place. No wonder we're the #1 radio in the country for motorcycle and bikers, man. BikerLifestyle.com. Get on over there. If you would like to donate to the show, you can do so on PayPal. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.